Our hearts bled for Argentina. We cried with Lionel Messi and celebrated with the beautiful people of Madrid.
A big congratulations to Espanyol. And I know Ade is lying saying we cried with Argentina. He saw a goat not really lifting the victory, and he's loving this. But big congratulations to Spain for winning the FIFA World Cup 2026 edition.
On today's episode of the Continent's #1 magazine show, we recap the last weekend of the World Cup. From the crucial goals to the red carpet rolls for the new football kings of the globe.
And that's not all either. Do you know what's happening tomorrow? We are bringing the new edition of the WAFCON. We've got WAFCON kicking off tomorrow, meaning here at Fut-Afrique, we are going to bring you all the action that you need. So be sure to tune in and get all the action. Myself, Aunty Diski, and
one of your favorites, Adelani, welcome to the home of football royalty.
to what has been a thrilling month of FIFA World Cup 2026 edition, we have come to the close of it. But lucky for you here at Fut-Afrique, it doesn't mean the stop of football. We are still going to be talking more things, all African football. I'm sure you're wondering, okay, Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg decided to be Mr. International and leave us as one of the technical team members of Yanga FC. Took our member, but we are replacing the best with the best, and I am joined by the amazing Tshepang Mailwane. Yes, got it right. I need to get that surname right. Tshepang, scheme and stuff like that. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, and you. I've got big shoes to fill here.
Big shoes to fill, but I trust you. I know your game. They're not familiar with your game. I am.
I got this.
You are part of the Fantastic Four, just so you know. And part of the Fantastic Four is Mr. Stop Nonsense Defender of the Decade, Timothy Batsabaira. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, wait, are we going to an awards ceremony? What's happening? Looking so dapper today, sir.
No, thank you.
Okay.
You're looking good, yeah.
My amazing co-host, Mr. West, Mr. West. Mr.
First of all, I would like to welcome my brother Tshepang to the team. And also, Yanga, can you return Greg? We're missing Greg on the set.
Timothy's not wearing his boxing gloves today.
Can you please make Tshepang feel welcome?
Thank you.
Yes, well, the 23rd edition of the FIFA World Cup came to a graceful close, and guess what, everybody? Spain were announced as the world champions. Yes, we saw the Empire State Building change color to the Spanish flag, and wow, it was such a beautiful finale. I just want to ask for your thoughts on that final.
And Shami, before we go on thoughts, I see we're very excited to have Tshepang because we're jumping straight to you. We forgot the trivia question because the people at home are waiting to find out what's happening. So we're going to give you the trivia question, and today's trivia question is a combined total of how many goals did African nations score at the 2026 FIFA World Cup? We'll be giving you an answer a little bit later. Tshepang, over to you.
Yeah, there was a big one, Yamal versus Messi, and that's the one that everyone was looking forward to. And Spain are the ones that, you know, ended up as champions. They dominated that game. And if there was one team that I face team, they always want to have possession of the ball, and they recover the ball very well. They don't take time when they've lost possession. So I liked the final, but it was not the classic like 2022. In 2022, there was a real classic in my opinion. But hey, it's one Spain will remember, definitely.
They just had to take out my friend Mbappe, huh? These Spanish boys. But also, in 2022, we saw Messi happy, lifting that trophy in the Qatar air. And now, we saw the tears of Messi. Messi fans don't come for me. We really did see Messi cry in that final.
I think I need to make a collection for Ade. Spain were not announced as champions. They just confirmed themselves by beating
They confirmed
Argentina.
themselves. No one
So we should not try to, because there was so much insinuations that Argentina was favored into the finals.
But
so when you use a statement like they were announced as champions, I'm like, okay, what's going on? They beat Argentina. But anyway, it was very
no shots in 90 minutes, Argentina. Unbelievable. What did we see?
But
we are not shameless.
You know, and when you ask a question that there are no shots on target, the question is, where will they find the ball to take shots on target? Because Spain was in control of the ball, and you cannot take shots when you don't have the ball. You must have the ball to take development from the grassroots up the senior squad was evident for all those who want to learn football and develop their football development to take note.
Yes, well, in this beautiful Spanish story of glory is another beautiful African story. Have a look at this.
The Nico Williams story, from Ghana to World Cup glory. The Nico Williams story represents the fire and the resilience in the African spirit. In 1994, his mother, Maria Arthur, along with her husband, Felix Williams, left Ghana looking for a safer, better life for their children. The couple walked long distances, barefooted under the scorching sun, across parts of the burning sands of the Sahara Desert to reach Spain from Ghana. Even more remarkable is that Maria was 7 months pregnant with Nico's older brother, Inaki Williams, who represented Ghana at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Nico's parents eventually found their way to the shores of Spain, where the World Cup winner was born in 2002. This immense sacrifice came full circle on the 19th of July, 2026, when Nico looked for his mother in the stands and placed his gold championship medal around her neck. Today, her son is a world champion with Spain, a destiny fulfilled.
Welcome back to the home of African football royalty. Remember, earlier on, we wanted to know from you a combined total of how many goals did African nations score at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Of course, we're still joined by one of the finest in the game. He is a writer for Soccer Laduma. Tshepang is still here, making his debut. We signed him for an undisclosed fee of 100. Yes. I was going to say we signed him for 117 million pounds, but I know the viewers will know that. These guys are lying. But can you give us the answer to the trivia question?
Yes, African nations scored 51 goals at the World Cup. First time with 10 African teams, and it's the first time there's over 50 goals scored by African teams at the World Cup. So it was a successful one.
Oh, wow. That was incredible indeed. I mean, 9 teams made it to the round of 32. I will keep reminding everybody that we did that.
We did that. We definitely
I'm so
did that.
proud of it.
I want us to do something a little bit different. You know,
What is that?
It's always so fun when we talk about the stats and we talk about the game and everything like that. But now we've spoken about the importance of 10 African nations going to represent us. Unfortunately, Tunisia embarrassed us, but it's okay. We'll forgive them. Let's maybe transition into talking about a best 11 in terms of the African players that represented Africa into the World Cup. You know,
Okay, let's do it.
I know we're gonna banter around and argue.
Yes, let's do it.
But let's go through it. You know, starting
Okay,
from
let's
the
start
back.
with the goalkeeper. Let's start with Vosinia or Yasin Bono. For me, I would go with Vosinia.
And one would argue, why would that be your choice?
18 saves during the FIFA World Cup, a stellar 8-save performance against Argentina, and another 7 saves in a memorable group stage match against Spain. I rest my case.
Okay. Tshepang?
I feel like going for Vozinha, but my heart says Bono, the Moroccan goalkeeper, very consistent throughout the competition. Morocco don't usually concede a lot, and he was, I mean, that performance also against France, they may have lost the game, but I thought he kept them in the game for some time, and if Morocco had taken their opportunities or done more to disturb France at the back, maybe they could have won that game. So for me, I'm going with Bono.
Hey, you're still having sleepless nights after that Mbappe curler, you know. And for you, whatever you say is the goalkeeper we're going with. So for you, Yasin Bono or Vozinha?
I won't betray my coaching badge. I think I'll go with Bono.
Bono.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so we're going to have Bono in goal. And at right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Ashraf Hakimi or Koliso Mudau, one of my favorites. I'm going with, okay, let me go with Hakimi. It's only right to go with Hakimi at right back. I mean, you know, let's respect our African player of the year. And for you?
Tough one, but I think I'll also go with Hakimi.
Okay, so Hakimi is going to be at right back. At centre back, everybody agrees Umbokazi. We can't argue with that. And then Pico Lopez, Roberto Pico Lopez of Cape Verde in the centre there. But then at left back, I'm going to go with Ainori of Algeria. Is there any left back that impressed you in the World Cup?
I thought Conan of Ivory Coast deserves a shout in there. He played 3 out of 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, and his ratings in the game were usually good.
So let's have Kone from Ivory Coast at
Conan,
left back. Now, Timothy, defensive midfielder, we have Buwadi, Thomas Partey, or Frank Kessie.
Look, it's very tight there. I think I'll go with Buwadi. Yes, he's young, and but I think he did enough to justify getting into the African team.
So Buwadi is going to be our defensive midfielder. Our central midfielder, we're going to have Pape Gaye, or we're going to have Christ Uloy of Ghana.
Look,
Pape
Gaye for me. Another one who I feel deserves a mention is Onahi of Morocco. But Pape Gaye did well for Senegal.
Pape Gaye did well for Senegal. So who do we have on the wings? Because I think on the wings it's a bit easy. There's Brahim Diaz. We also have to go with Yan Diomande, Amad Diallo, or Yohan Wissa. Well, for me, I'm going to go with Yan Diomande on one side and Amad Diallo on the other side. Does everybody agree?
Look, I think Wissa did enough. He scored some beautiful goals to warrant a mention there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, which position does Saibari fit in?
No, Saibari is our striker. Like, we're not arguing about that. Yes. So our striker is
to make sure.
We just did an attacking midfielder, which is between Ndiaye or Diaz in the attacking role.
I'd say Diaz.
I would also say Diaz.
I think Diaz is better. His creativity and creating opportunities for
there you have it. We formed our team. Let us know who you would like to take out or include in that team. Okay. Which African coach do you want? Because, we considered in the last minutes of, would you want a coach?
Listen, looking at the performance of African teams, I would mainly vote for this coach due to the fact that they've made it to the last, the last man standing. And I think their resilience and their leadership in terms of making sure that the team keeps composure. I think Walid did a really great job to make sure that that team
Okay,
fought for
let's
Africa.
throw it out to the viewers at home. Who would be your perfect coach for this perfect team we've assembled? We were asking people, what was your favorite moment? What was your favorite African moment of the World Cup? And here is what a few people had to say were their favorite African moments of the World Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Jean Daniel, aka Nino Breezy, aka the face of Africa, reporting live from Red Cherry Studios in Johannesburg, Afrique du Sud. And I'm an artist, entrepreneur, and just a good human being. And my favorite African moments at the World Cup was when Mocha, because we watched it in the Portuguese club. So that's my favorite World Cup moment from an African team.
Hello everyone, my name is Ndandose Nkabinde. I am a television presenter and I would like to say shout out to the FAS show. The show is amazing. So, my favorite African moment in the 2026 FIFA World Cup has to be when Bafana Bafana won this match, but Cabo Verde did exceptionally amazing champions Argentina. Shout out to Cabo Verde. So those are my highlights, African moments for the World Cup.
You're still watching the Continent's #1 magazine show. I hope you've been enjoying the show as much as we've been enjoying bringing it to you. The WAFCON 2026 begins tomorrow, and yes, the women's game is back in the continental spotlight, the biggest one ever. 16 teams battling over 34 matches, one trophy, one dream, 16 teams. I'm excited. Well, we made a quick substitution and we brought in all the way from Ghana, Junior Aduse. How are you feeling, Junior?
I'm amazing because Ghana is going to win $2 million from the WAFCON. I'm excited, you know. Yeah.
Yes, it could relate to what we were talking about earlier with the World Cup final because Ghana didn't have a single shot on goal against Colombia.
But hey, it's fun. You were at the World Cup.
We were there.
You know, we were there, yeah.
Now let's talk about...
He also promised that the Black Stars were going to perform all the way. So I'll be waiting what will happen with the WAFCON.
He's not even at FIFA. He's
Both of them were not even there, so it's fine.
Junior, before we get into the WAFCON conversation, we just quickly want to know, what was your favorite African moment from the World Cup?
From the World Cup, actually. Does that include France?
Oh, no. Like real Africa.
Okay, well, real Africa, I think my favorite time in the World Cup was when Ghana was able to hold.
Let's talk about the WAFCON. The tournament kicks off with a mouth-watering match between Algeria and Senegal. This is going to be incredible because historically, the two sides have faced each other 10 times in all competitions, with Senegal leading the overall head-to-head with 6 wins to Algeria's 4 wins. Can I get your predictions? Algeria, Senegal, who for you takes that one?
Look, Senegal will take it because the catalyst is that the best 4 teams qualify for the World Cup. So for me, that's a great motivation to make sure that such powerful football country like Senegal can try to get over the line. But also it is interesting to see if the federation shenanigans have been sorted so that all these players are paid. They don't. They can now have a sports gynecologic doctor escorting the team into the AFCON championship.
Okay, Aunty Diski, what are you expecting from this format?
So from this format, I don't think Senegal is, I have to disagree with Timothy there. And this is a question I always ask that, we see teams like Senegal, the men's team, doing so well, especially in the, international global stages like the FIFA World Cup. But when we come back home and we look at the ladies team, it's rare to find a nation like Morocco where both the men's and the women's is doing quite well. Banyana was the first senior national team to make it out of the group stages at the FIFA World Cup in 2023 at New Zealand and all of that. Bafana did it this time around, but we've never seen that synergy between both teams. And with a team like Senegal, we've seen how they've really struggled to advance all the way to making it to the semi-finals and the quarterfinals, while their male teams are doing so well. And I'm looking at the teams that are booked in Group A. Morocco, there's not much to say about Morocco because we all know how dominant they are. They've got a home ground advantage. They've got a lot of number of players who are playing in the international spaces. I mean, Women Player of the Year at the CAF Awards plays for Morocco. You know, the coach also as well.
Can you take us through the groups?
Yeah, I can take you through the groups. So Group A is Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, and Kenya. Kenya is definitely a team to look out for. They've really been making it up the ranks. I think they're trying to obviously prove a point as well. We spoke about the obvious teams are not really just the obvious team anymore. And we've got Group B, which we said earlier, South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Tanzania. Group C, we've got Nigeria, Zambia, Egypt, and Malawi. But for me, the interesting group is, for me, Group of Death is definitely Group D, Ghana, Cameroon, Mali, and Cape Verde. I don't like what happened to Cape Verde during the friendlies. I mean, they lost 5-0, you know, and they've got a name to upkeep after seeing what Cape Verde at the FIFA World Cup.
Yes, Junior, for you, Algeria is going to be starting against Senegal. And we know Algerian football was on the rise. Recently, they beat Zambia in their friendly going into this WAFCON. So what can we expect from Algeria, and also what can we expect from the Ashanti Queens?
Firstly, I would like to put something into context. With Senegal being a Muslim country, they've made very, very serious improvements in their women's soccer. Currently, on the continental level, Senegal has got one of the biggest women's league on the continent, with about 12 teams playing in the league. So I believe that they are investing so much in it. It's about time that they reap the benefits of their investment. So maybe we might have a surprise from them coming into this WAFCON, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed for them. Algeria, I'm not really very, very skeptical about their performance. You know, I mean, with me being a West African, I'm a bit biased towards Senegal. So I'm hoping Senegal come to the fight with all gloves ready, to win their games.
Aunty Diski, can you give us our African diamonds for today? Just the diamonds to look forward to in this WAFCON?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, it'll be Barbara Banda, the Zambian striker, phenomenal player. We know that she has missed an edition of the WAFCON due to political things, but she's very dominant. We've seen, it's a player who's spoken well by Marta, one of the football legends from Brazil, so I think she's explosive. We've seen her interview. She said, we're not going to just create a number. We are there to make it, and not just make it to qualify for the FIFA World Cup, but to actually win it. So definitely goes to her. Tabitha Chawinga from Malawi. Listen, we'll have a little bit of more time where we talk about the other African diamonds when it comes to the WAFCON, because the focus is on the ladies and WAFCON. Bakayetu, it's been a great edition of the show, and I'd love to thank our lovely guest, Junior, as well as all our guests that were here today to talk all things African football. From myself and the Fantastic Four, we'll definitely catch you on the next episode. Please don't forget to engage with us on all our social media platforms for more about Fut-Afrique.
From the Moulay Hassan Stadium to the Olympic Stadium, Morocco will be buzzing with relentless energy.
Absolutely. Kuzobek shisa kuvuta malangabe, 16 teams, 1 crown, 1 dream, and 1 trophy.
Can the Atlas Lionesses win it this time on home soil?
Or can his sisters retain the glory and remain the champions once again? We have to sit and find out. That's not all. Please do carry on with the conversation on all our social media platforms. That is on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, everything. Don't forget YouTube. And let us know what you think about today's topic.
From me and the lovely crew behind the scenes, till next time, goodbye.